Yeah, this previous vlog is going to be quite a short one in comparison to average. Only 18 clips, I think it was, compared to on average, it's usually closer to 40 to 50 clips, I want to say. So yeah, I definitely need to get back focused again on listing. I did already get just a little bit listed before the vlog was up. A couple of these larger gears, I did have to price them a little bit higher than the average because they are too large to ship a letter mail. So then with my flat rate shipping, I have to charge a higher rate, otherwise then I'd lose money on them. So those probably won't sell too fast or anything like that. But yeah, then I am it should be relatively fast to edit the vlog, since there's only a few clips in comparison to normal. So then I'll work on that, and hopefully I'll be able to get a good amount of a listing done today. Wow, it's already just finished now. That's been like less than a minute basically. So then I can just already go ahead and delete these clips. And they actually deleted right away. I've never been able to delete clips that fast. It always waits like 10 minutes before it loads and then lets me delete. So then I'll just quickly grab the first one. So I'm looking for 7. I'm going to put the light down to 7662. So then I'm going to look. And where's 7662 going to be? Here's 7263. 2 and then 3. Then what's next? Oh, wait. 76627677. Okay, so wait, it's not this one next. Okay, so now I need to look for 7677. Well, that's below it. What? There's one in between somehow. Interesting choice. Then we need to find 7703, which is back up a little bit again. And then we need to find 04 through 08. So here's 04, 5. There is an 06. The 06 is back down here. Then the 07, then 08. Then we need 12, 13, 14. Then we need 39, 43. And then 51. Then 52, which is back down here again. Then we need 53 and 54. And then, oh, I didn't mean to click on that. And then 54. And then we need 63. This one's the only one without a check mark. So that's it. And then it's already formatted wrong, so I have to put it back into 16 by 9. And that's actually one of the better orders that it's been in. Normally it's one up here, then one down here, then one up here, then down here, and then it's literally I select 2 or so from up here, then I have to scroll down, select 1 or 2, then go all the way back up, select another 1 or 2, then scroll back down, go another 2. And the thing is, it's not like it's at the very top or the very bottom. It's like about 3/4 of the way up, and then about 2/3 of the way down, and then it goes in opposite directions. I have to go higher for the one and then lower for the next one to continue it. It's normally just a huge mess, so it was relatively fast this time, and it's only a 16-minute vlog, so I should be able to get this thing edited relatively fast. And so yeah, then I should be able to still get a good amount listed today. And then I realized I had forgotten one of the clips, so I have to re-download that clip now and then try to figure out where that thing goes in the video. So then if I move this over here, then I minus this, and then that should be downloaded. Okay, then I can put this here. Okay, then I can go there, then I can quickly delete it from here. Yep, so that one goes there, then I can minus that again, and I can open this back up, put this back to the side, if it loads. What is even happening right now? Okay, then I should be able to put this into here, but then where in the vlog does this one go? So this is 7676. So then if I zoom out just to see everything a little bit better, scroll back to the beginning. So I'm looking for a spot for 7676. So that's 7677. Okay, that was lucky that I was able to find that so fast. Then I can go quickly to the end, if it decides to keep moving. All right, so then I can do that, zoom out. Then I can just move this stuff over by a whole bunch and then confirm that this is 7677. Okay, so then that goes there. Then I can delete that and then I think it's all back in order now. Okay, so I think I finally got all the clips. I just finished editing the vlog, so now I'll export it in 1080p. Now the question is, it's currently 2:11 p.m. This probably won't take more than 20 minutes tops. Actually, at this rate, way less than 20 minutes. Oh man, that's fast. Actually, at this rate, I'll just leave it up so that I don't forget. I was about to say, oh yeah, I forgot to delete this clip right here. So yeah, then, how long will it be? I was gonna say till I remember that it's actually finished done and then upload it to YouTube, but I'm gonna just leave it up right here and then hopefully I'll remember sooner than later. Yogurt time. So I just got back from yogurt, and yep, it was already finished. That's what I was curious about. So then before I forget, I will open up the new tab. If it loads, there it is. Open up YouTube and then let that load and then click upload. Then select files. Select the vlog. And then exit this thing here. And then reformat my browser again, because I like to have the first tab when you hover over here be the one on the first monitor and the second tab on the second monitor, even though it really doesn't make any difference at all and stuff like that. And I don't want to accidentally click on the tab because I'm clicking exit but it's not exiting. Okay, so I don't want to press it again just so that I don't accidentally delete the YouTube thing. So then I'll just temporarily put that over here. Why did it go? What is even happening right now? Like, what is my computer? Who knows? And then I'll put this over here. And is it? Oh, there it is. Perfect. I think. Well. Oh, my computer just reset. Who knows? Probably fine. And then I will. Oh, where's my mouse? Oh, there we go. And then reuse details. And then select the previous vlog. What vlog number are we on? Let's see here. Select the previous one. And then reuse. And then, okay, so then already on 44. So then I need to select this here. Erase that. And then what do I title the previous one? It's quite difficult to actually title vlog, surprisingly. What should I title it? Let's think. Lego? I guess. There's not anything else I can think of right now. So, I mean, if I could think of something new, I'll change it. But, that might be a bit too simple. Like, what happened in the vlog? I just finished editing it like half hour ago, and I can't remember for the life of me what was in the vlog. I honestly can't think of anything, so then let's just change that out to, I finished, what's that, setting the phone down, I finished drawing the last of the 2x bricks, so alright, the last of the 2x bricks, and then I'll go with that, I guess, because that's more of a unique title. So then I can go next, import from video, import from last, save, next, private, until it uploads in HD, click save, and it's still uploading, so then it needs to process standard definition, then process in high definition, and everything like that. So yeah, then I should be able to get to work now. So yeah, all of these Samsonite gears are just too far gone. I'll see if I can get in camera, but you can see it's like stress marks all down the center, and same with the other one here. And then these ones here are just overall pretty nasty. I know these stress marks are probably just part of the mold or something like that, but even excluding those, they're just like, you can see this just covered in bite marks, scuffs. I think, is that almost a crack right there? And it's just overall very bad condition. I mean, I know this stuff is from the 60s, so that's to be expected to some extent. But even with descriptions describing these parts, I just don't really want to sell them. This one here, it doesn't look too bad, but on camera, but in person it's quite bad. This one's just got bite marks on it. You can kind of see if I get the lighting right on that side there. And then this one here is just overall yellowed and dirty and nasty and everything like that. And so it's an unfortunate thing, but there's nothing I can really do about that. The most expensive one is the red ones at about $2.50-ish a piece. It's not like it's a pile of money I'm losing out on or anything like that, so at least that's one thing that's good about it. But yeah, then I can just go back to listing stuff again now. And are these the parts here that are like physically impossible to separate? They might be, I can't remember. I know that there are some that are pretty much impossible to actually separate, so that might be it there. But then yeah, I'll just go ahead and start listing other stuff now. Well, it's loading slowly. Got these nice gears here, and I just searched up the first one, and I'm just waiting for the screen to load real quick. Okay, and so it is exclusive to just one set. That's interesting. Because yeah, I do have, well, one of them is in light bluish gray, as you can partially see in the camera. The top one's light bluish gray, the bottom two are light gray. So I have one of these in light bluish gray, and it's worth about $5 to $10 if I remember seeing it correctly. And the light gray ones are pretty rare as well, but my computer's getting all frozen and everything like that. And so then if I just exit this, if it decides to load, there we go. So the light bluish gray are up to $30. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to sell for that much or anything like that. But then light gray, $2. So overall pretty good. The black are probably a bit cheaper. Yep, $1.50 and stuff like that. So yeah, then I'll just get these guys listed now, and then I'll try to figure out what these things are. So then I just quickly laid out the different stacks of Technic. I put a few on top of each other, but I can see which ones are stacks now because there's a few that I didn't have and stuff like that. So there's a few that I had already listed, so these will have to get additional quantities listed for these ones here. I put one of them in the mid-sorted one over there because I had already listed it and it's a pretty cheap part. And then there was this one here, which is the one I was talking about earlier. I had found them in light gray and light bluish gray, but here's the black ones now, so I have to list those ones then, while I can easily find the thing back. And there was one of these, the light gray on it, the light bluish gray on it was all faded and stuff like that, so I'm not listing that. So yeah, then I'll start with these ones, then I'll move over to some of the other gears. And I just showed these in a previous vlog, probably 3 or 4 of them back or so, when listing the one drawer of clone troopers and stuff like that. And then I sold them again already now to Geonosis clone troopers for $35 plus $2.50 on shipping and tax on top of that. So they do sell pretty consistent on eBay. So a quick update on the Technic gears. 3 drawers are now full. Got some gears in there, some gears in there. That's the garbage gears so far. Currently working on these. I think there's only dark bluish gray, but I just realized now that I accidentally exited the tab for that, so I'll have to get that thing back up. Then I've got 3 stacks left, or 3 different types. I mean, this one here probably has like 3 or 4 different types I have to separate if I remember correctly. So I still have that stuff left. And then there was this stack that was also mixed in there that I have that I'll try to work on after this, but it's currently only 4:30 p.m. and I think I'm making good progress on this at least. And so the store, after I parted out the 2 sets at the beginning of the week, I got it back over 16,000 lots for sale, so that's good, and I should be able to continue adding lots with this stuff. And then once I finish all of this, I'm just going to put it here so I remember. I'm going to try to tackle this thing again. Actually, no, I can't put it here because my sister is coming down to help, and there's not going to be enough room on this table because she uses this part of the table. So then I'll have to move this stuff, this monitor back a little bit, and then put some stuff like over here. And so yeah, then I'll work on that stuff, and then after that I'll work on this stuff over here. But then she asks me which one she should do next, so now I have to decide which one would be best to do next. This stuff here is ready for me to list, so nothing over there. I don't feel like tackling pins. This one I would have to realistically do myself because that's just a bit difficult for that one because there's just so many different lengths of it, and I'd probably just compare it while I list it. So I'm thinking, which one? Maybe a tough one with some of these 1x2 grills, because I think there's a version without grooves. Yeah, there's This thing without grooves, I'm like 99% sure. And then version with grooves, so that would have to be separated. So, but I don't know, might do a simple one or something. I just finished now with these 3227Ls in black. There's 153 of them. So these ones will go into the bottom container here. Scan that in real quick. Those ones were only 9 cents a piece, but there's a lot of them, so that took like half hour at least. These were the damaged ones. And so then that's all that there. And I still have all of these small gears left, but like any normal sane person, what I'll do is I'll put the most easy ones at the top and the most difficult ones at the bottom, time-wise. And oh wait, this one looks a bit more difficult here because that's got multiple. This one only has a few. And earlier I said, I'm not sure if it was this vlog or the previous one, I said I'd find one of those in brown, but it ended up actually being medium purple. So then that's there. And so now I can just go ahead and list this and then start working on those. I just finished checking the last of the gears for damage, and so there's 75 of these ones here to door 350. Put that back over there, and so then 350, 75 at inventory. And then I am now finally finished with the stack of gears that I put here earlier. This here is all of the gears that are garbage from throughout the day. And so it's currently only 7:52 p.m. So I still have a bit more time to list. And so then first I'm just going to move some of this stuff here. My sister was working on these ones here, so there's that. And I think, yeah, she mixes the flat silver with the dark bluish gray and the metallic silver with the light gray and light bluish gray and chrome silver, so she said that's fine, so I guess that's fine. And then yeah, I'll put this on the side so I have a little bit more room. Hopefully this doesn't fall there. Okay, that looks good. And then this stuff here, and then there's one, I'll just put this in there. Put this back on the side, and then I'll grab the containers from earlier. So these thinner the thin lift arms, and then the other 3L, I want to say, axles with stop rings in dark tan, dark gray, and dark bluish gray. So then I've got that stuff to work on. Then I'm going to quickly just put this stuff, these bags back where I put all of the used bags, which is on this shelf here for some reason. So those go there now. And then those get used whenever we have like the next category. So for example, we sort, say, the round bricks. You can kind of see over there, round bricks next. Then all of the ones of the one shape go in one bag when the container gets full and stuff like that. So you can see that here and stuff. So yeah, that's like that. So then I'll get to work on these parts now. So I switched up the order just a little bit, and then instead of first working on the thin lift arms, I started on the tan axles. So I just finished checking the tan ones for damage. I still have the dark gray and dark bluish gray left. And so then there's 310 of these at 4 cents a piece. So then I'm just gonna select my remarks. I'll put it in the bottom box because I just like to try and fill up one box mostly at a time and leave the other one as mostly reserved for other things. Like, see, for example, over here, 1 second, I've got these parts here, and although it's a different color, it looks relatively similar to those parts, if I'll put it right there. So then I just like to keep things like that in separate boxes just to prevent any chance of a mistake and stuff like that. And then there's also the light gray things there, light bluish gray things here. So I just like to try and fill up one box and get it put away instead of trying to fill up 2 boxes slightly, just so I have another empty box so that I can for sure put something in a box that doesn't have any chance of there being another similar thing in that box. So then I can just scan that in there, and I can put this box back here, press enter, and then as we can see here, it's now got the quantity of 310 at 4 cents a piece, box 154, used condition with the used description. So I can add that to the inventory, and now I can start checking the dark gray and dark bluish gray for damage. And you can see these ones look like they are going to be a little bit easier to separate than other parts. But then even just looking right here, this one here, let me just on camera, that is not in nice condition. So that one's garbage. And then also you can kind of see this thing here. Let's see, where was it? Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. Where was it? It was just visible on the camera a second ago. Yeah, that thing is just nasty, so that's garbage. And then this one here, you can see it's got a whole bunch of like weird lines and bite marks and stuff on it, so that one's garbage. But yeah, I'll just check it more in depth later. But then if I just see something now, like another one, just a whole bunch of bite marks, that one goes there and everything like that. So yeah, then I'll start working on these guys. And then since it's only 9 p.m. right now, I should zoom out real quick. Then I should still have time to finish this up and get a start on these. I just finished the last of the axles. I had listed the dark gray ones there and the dark tan earlier. So there ended up being 125 of the dark bluish gray ones in good condition. Oh wait, where's this from? Oh no, I gotta recount this then, because was that meaning I have 135? Or was that meaning that I missed that one or something? Okay, I'll be right back. So I just recounted it, and it was 135, not 125. So then I'll just grab this drawer right here, and then put those guys in there, turn the scanner on, scan it, press enter there, and then see drawer, condition, price, quantity, this comment thing. All right, add to inventory. So now I'm finished with the axles and gears, or at least this type of axle. I think there's still plenty more left to go somewhere on that table. Now I'm going to start on some of the thin lift arms. Just getting to work now, and I got an email from Chit Chats saying that I have a parcel that's being returned, and it's automatically deducted a $7 return fee and stuff like that, which is interesting because I don't have $7 in my Chit Chats account. I think I had like 20 cents or something like that. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that. But the thing is, getting returns from over the border, I'm not sure if it's through any company or just through Chit Chats. I have to get a power of attorney thing to do that, so I'm gonna have to look into all that stuff. So then I'm just gonna look. I don't know which parcel it is yet, but I think I had like 4 or 5 parcels going to the States, and like a couple of them were like $15 or so. So if it's one of those, I'll just eat the loss. But I've had a couple $70 ones, so if it's one of those, then I'll spend the time trying to figure it out. So I'm just gonna take a quick look at it and see what's up. Okay, so then it deducted it, so my account balance was in the negative, and then I added $20 of credit, so I put it back into the positive, excuse me, and then I was looking, luckily it's not anything super expensive, it was just an eBay order, and it's like a $12 figure. It's that Han Solo game figure from the Epic Duel Star Wars game or something like that, and POA, it seems to be relatively simple. Except I don't, well, I mean, one second, let me just look it over real quick. Yeah, all of this is public information, so I can show it then. Because yeah, as a official business, all that information is already public. Anyone can find it online. But the thing is, it says I need to just enter in my federal business number. I don't know if I have one of those. I probably do, so I'm gonna have to wait for my dad because he knows all that stuff. He's got all that paperwork somewhere. I know I'm registered as a legal business. I pay taxes on the business and everything like that, so I should have that number. So it looks relatively simple. I thought I would have to go to like an attorney and get some form or something like that. I've never even heard of this before. All I said was power of attorney. So it looks relatively simple. So I should be able to enter in legal name of business. Okay, so yeah, registered with the CRA. Yeah, I should have this number somewhere. So I'm going to try to figure that out and then get this done. But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to go and on eBay. I don't think there's any information to show, so yeah, I'll just leave the camera down. But I'm gonna go to eBay. I'm gonna confirm that shipping of the item is indeed getting returned, and see if I can actually quickly see the reason why. Referencing original shipment. Okay, so let's see here. In transit. Okay, they just never picked it up from the post office, but. Wow, that is quite a short pickup window. Arrived regional facility, arrived at post office at 9:01 a.m. At 9:12 a.m. it was available for pickup, and then at 12:20 p.m. it was returned to sender. Wow, that is not a good post office. Oh man. And so yeah, then I can, without showing any information, get the lighting right. It was just the $12 Han Solo figurine, so I'll have to refund that. But wow, that is not a good post office at all. That's crazy. And now on eBay, I have entered in the full refund amount after shipping and everything like that, since it wasn't the buyer's fault. And as the seller, it's my responsibility to get it to the buyer. And so I select the reason as item not received because they never received it, because it's already back at the Chit Chats facility in Niagara Falls. So then I wrote shipping company returned item with no stated reason, because it was literally, and then I checked on eBay, the tracking was slightly different. It said item out for delivery and then item back, return to sender and stuff like that, compared to the tracking on the other site said that it was at the post office ready for pickup, but then there's nothing. And then I went to the USPS website and there just was no tracking details. It said item returned to sender, but it wouldn't show any information on the tracking steps. So I just went ahead and sent refund. I don't think there's going to be any information once that goes through. I'm just gonna wait a second just so I don't accidentally show anything. Nope, there's might be. Okay, well, there's a refund ID. I'll just leave it down. Actually, I can scroll up beyond that. Okay, so then there's this. So I've now refunded the buyer, and at least I get a credit refund for that. And so then there was, that's done now. So now I'm gonna try to wait for the business number thing and then get the power of attorney done. But that's just the cost of doing business sometimes. Yogurt time. So I've now finished submitting the power of attorney thing back. I had to enter in, one second, this thing's falling over here. I had to first enter in the business number, then I had to download a PDF file, then I had to print it out, then I had to sign it, then I had to scan it, then I had to re-upload it, and then I had to send it by email back to my main computer, and then I had to download it, and then I had to upload it to Chit Chats, and then it says it could take up to 30 days now, so we'll see how well that goes. I've never done this before, so at least it's a low dollar thing that I'm using for testing it, because there's only like a $12 item, so then I won't be losing a whole bunch of money if I mess something up, but then it should be a good learning experience in case I need to use it again in the future. So I'm going to first start by finishing up these ones here, and then I have to decide what I want to work on next. Oh, I spilled a couple of these. Pick them up real quick. Put them back in that container there. I should probably finish these guys. I started working on them a long time ago, but never actually finished them. These ones I want to leave for now because I just did the 3L and the 6 length ones, I think it is. So just to prevent any chance of mixing that stuff up, I'll leave those guys for now. This one here, I could do these top few here. They're relatively simple ones. I'm not dealing with pins right now. I don't have the mental willpower to do that. So then I'll leave that stuff there. This one here is just 4L. Oh! I dropped some pins. I'll pick them up real quick. I think these ones go for like $1 a piece. I can't remember though. So yeah, then I'll leave these ones as well. They're 4L. Just don't want to mix any of that up there. Okay, let's see here. This next stack. I can definitely tackle these ones. They are the shorter version of these ones. Then this here is relatively simple stuff. So yeah, then I'll grab this stack. Put this one here. I'll put this up here. And this here. So then I'll put these guys back over here. There's more of them there. Put these guys back here. These ones over here. These ones here. These ones here. These ones. There's several different similar versions of this thing. I mean, well, not that similar. Like, I mean, these ones you can tell apart. But I think there's another version of this that is a bit difficult, so not difficult, but a bit easy to mix up, so I don't want to accidentally mix those things up, so I'll leave those for now, just till I can find the other ones, and I'll just put these two in the missorted thing for now. So then I'll probably, yeah, I'll just leave these things on the side until I can look. Actually, wait, no, they are over there. So then if I put this one here and I tackle these ones, then I know that it'll be separate from those ones. I still have these painful 1x1 4-sided flower things I have to deal with, but I'm gonna leave that for now. So this will be the pile of stuff I try and tackle today. We'll see if I get more than this done, less than this done, or something like that. And then that's the remaining to list pile. That's the remaining to be sorted and then listed. And then that's the Technic stuff that couldn't fit in the on the table. And then still got all the plates here, quite a few of them. Galador, a couple more plate modified things. The 2x bricks. Let's just quickly grab a couple. So we've got 2x2s, 2x4, 2x4, and a couple more 2x2s. So yeah, it's starting to slowly grow over here. And then this here is the missorted stuff, building up a little bit already now. And that's the garbage stuff there. Another warped brick, almost definitely from the dishwasher to some extent, but just overall it looks pretty cool being all warped like that. Maybe it's a different plastic type. And then there's this interesting brick here. Can't say I've seen too many of these. So that's an interesting one. Put that back there for now. And then the vertical 2x things over there and stuff like that. So overall, lots of stuff to do, so I'll get to work now. I just finished listing the last of the 1x3 thin lift arms, and so then I've got those there, some more stuff over there, and so this is the garbage ones that I had from today. And so then now I am going to start on these parts right here. I'm going to leave these clips for now and start with these things that I can't remember, but this one here, I'm going to be happy if I can salvage maybe 5 or 10 of these, but let's see if I can get the light right. Yeah, you can see how horrible the yellowing is on a lot of these guys, so wow, that is quite bad. I was able to list a couple of the white ones and the light gray ones, and I'm currently working on the light bluish gray ones of these things, but it's now supper, so I'll be hopefully able to finish this after supper. Just thought I'd quickly just show the last item for this order, so 4632. So that is over here, so 4632. They ordered all of these guys, 0 remaining, and so then I just dump these into here. Then I can set that aside. Then this order is now done, and so then I can put this back to the starting area and put the empty drawer back in the container and get to the next order. Just sold a part out of this drawer here. It was a light bluish gray turntable. It sold as has minor/medium damage, and they paid $21.25 for this part. I think that part was like part of the cafe corner set or something like that. So then that's a nice sale there. There's also a few other sets as well, but that was one of the main price factors for it. So I was just pulling the last order. It was a larger order, and I don't know how I messed up so badly, but I'm missing 10 of these light bluish gray 6x8 plates, and I have what looks like 10 of them in dark bluish gray. So I think I sold something and I shipped the wrong color out on a different occasion. So I'm going to message the buyer and tell them I'm missing those, refund those. But then for this one here, I put dark tan with the tan. I know I probably shouldn't do that, but they are like very noticeably different colors. Like, I mean, how do you get that mixed up? So I don't know how I got that mixed up, but I'm missing 3 of these in dark tan or something like that. So I'm going to message the buyer, refund those, and then count how many tan I have left. Same with the dark bluish gray, and just try to get all that stuff figured out and sorted. And, but other than for that, everything was accounted for. I sold another Lego Lenny, or yeah, this is Lenny minifigure, so that was nice. And this was this here is most of the order, and then they also got these parts and these parts, but I'm going to quickly send a refund for them now. So in total, I'm sending a $10 refund for the parts. I checked the value of the parts is around $6.50 to $7. So once you factor in tax refund to some extent, because I don't know how that works for refunds exactly, I think since I do as additional charge, I have to say $1.30 for that. Then that gives like $3 or so on shipping that is included in the refund so that they'll be able to buy it from another seller, because that's how much it would cost in Canada for a refund on those parts. So now I'm going to refund the stuff now. I'll do it off camera real quick for a second just because I don't think that there's any information. Okay, no. 1 second here. And so then that's done now. So I can click done and it has now been refunded. It's automatically through Stripe that it gets refunded. So then I'll quickly send the message. And so that's sent now. So now the buyer's being notified, the refund has been sent. I already fixed the inventory and listed the parts that I had wrong that were now left and everything like that. So I am finished with that there. Ended up being a $10 refund. I think I said that already. So yeah, now I'm going to call it a day. It's 10:30 p.m. and I'm just going to take a bit of a break now. Yogurt time. Finally, some more normal Canadian weather. So I just finished listing the eBay ones that I could. 1 second, I don't want to show any details. I can't remember which drawer this goes in. Okay, so this goes in drawer 14 over here, so I'll put that away. I was able to rebuild the 10 minifigure assorted lot along with the Lego movie minifigure. I was unable to rebuild the Geonosis Troopers, and the Nicto Guard, I actually couldn't rebuild this time. I've rebuilt him about 8 times now, but that is the last time I was able to rebuild him, so eventually I'll have to order more parts for him, so I'll put these guys here. Then the Lego movie is here, and then the other is in the back of this row here. So then I'll put that back. And so now I am going to first probably just put away these drawers because they've been sitting here for a couple days because I keep forgetting about them. And then I'll first put these containers on the stack over here. And then I think I'm going to tackle a couple printed parts first, just for the fun of it. And then I'll get back to listing something else. I finished listing some of the stickered parts and stuff like that. So I didn't list too many. I listed some of the things from the one bag and a couple individual ones, but then a lot of them there's ended up being 2 sets from the calendar thing, and 1 copy of them were all yellowed and stuff like that, so I ended up throwing it out. But then I started listing the next stack of containers again, and after I listed some of the sticker parts, then I just put the rest back in the container because I didn't feel like dealing with them right now. And so now I listed the white, the dark bluish gray, and now, oh, well, that fell. I'll have to pick that up in a moment. I listed the last of the horizontal clips. Where is the one I dropped over here? Okay, here's this one, and then here's this one. So now I am finally finished listing all of the horizontal clips. Let me just confirm that is the right container. Yep. And so there's 76 of those at 8 cents a piece. And those ones had more damage than the average parts I put has minor/medium damage. Instead of use condition may have minor damage. And so then add that to inventory. And now I'm on to these things that I honestly have no idea what they're called. I was just going through the Technic slope things, and I went through the black ones. They were all damaged, probably can't pick it up. It looks very good on camera there, but it's really bad in person. But those were all damaged, so I threw them in the garbage container. Then I looked at the yellow there and there, but then I just glanced at the price real quick, and then I grabbed the white, and I mean, look at these things, how horrible they are. I probably won't pick up anything on camera, but they are like yellowed, covered in scratches and everything like that. The bottom one is a little bit nicer than the top one, but yeah, white on camera is almost impossible to pick up for damage, at least. So now I just was gonna quickly check the price, make sure it's not anything too much, and then just throw it out because it was just badly damaged as well. And then go on to the next one, but then I quickly just clicked on the price, and these things go for $7 a piece. So that was a little bit surprising. The cheapest one is $5.80, so I'll probably, because they are quite damaged, list them at like $5 a piece with all the damage described and everything like that. But that's still quite a bit. So it's exclusive to 2 sets, this one and this one, so I probably got one of those at some point then. I bought a lot of Lego sets a while ago. Let's click on this, see if there's anything more unique, for lack of better words. Just a typical sticker sheet. Why is there a backpack in there? What is that? Is that for headlights? Huh. Not seeing it just off of the photos. Probably just that I'm missing it or something. But that is interesting that that's in the set. I'm assuming it's in the back somewhere, but that's interesting. And then, so yeah, then let's see the stickered counterparts at the bottom. Probably would have destroyed that accidentally. Well, you know what? It's quite possible. Yeah, this is most likely a set I had then. Yeah, Red Fury, that sounds familiar. I don't think I listed it or anything yet. But I'm like decently sure I had one of these. None of them sold though, so I'm just curious. 6178, is that part worth a lot without? Oh no, is that it right there? Yeah, that's in red, so that means with that render, it's probably a re-release. Or it was just normal production on it. Yep, not worth too much or anything like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the set that I got it from then. But yeah, still surprised those are worth that much. So yeah, when selling damaged parts, I just, when they're really damaged parts that I sell, like for example, if this was like a $1 part, I wouldn't even list it and stuff like that. I just throw it out, just to prevent any possible issues. But since it's a more valuable part, I'll describe it as much as I possibly can, more so than it actually is so, because it's better to over-describe and better to under-promise and over-perform then overpromise and underperform. I think that's how it goes, unless I'm saying it backwards. I have no idea. So I just say it has heavy damage, wear, scratching, yellowing, and a bit of dirt, etc. Poor condition. And I mean, it is damaged, but it's probably not quite heavy damage. I mean, it still looks like the part itself. I mean, there's a small dent there and stuff like that, but it's overall just poor condition. So that way it prevents any issues, hopefully. So I can do that, scan that in, and it is the lowest price by about 80 cents. So that's done now and listed. I just finished with the last of the Technic slopes, and surprisingly, the white ones was the ones that there was the most quantity of that were still in decent condition, but some of them had a little bit of yellowing, so I also added, and some have some yellowing on there, so now I can add that to the inventory. And then as expected, there were just a lot of them that are just too far gone to be sold, so these ones will be taken out of circulation and never used again, hopefully. And then now this is empty again, and it's currently not even 8 p.m. yet, so I can still get more stuff listed today. My sister is making very good progress on the 1x2 grills, but that's still not quite done yet, so I can't list those guys. But what should I list next? I can actually do another one of these thin lift arms, since as you can see, the containers on the top are all empty ones, and those ones there, you had other parts in them, so those ones, I don't have to worry about mixing up any of the other thin lift arms. So I'll try to take on, these are the 1x5 thin lift arms. Then I'll just put this here, even though I'm 90% sure I'm not going to be doing it. But I'm curious how much those white ones are worth. I think I looked it up in a previous log, and they're like $3 or so each. So that's interesting. And then this one, this is going to take a long time. This top, not this one, but this one here. But yeah, there's a lot of these guys. So then I'll just put this one right here, because that might be something I slowly work on after. But then I'll just move this a bit to the side again, because it's just, we usually have the left side of the stack of containers is for stuff that needs to be sorted, and it's just easier to see the remaining stuff on this table here. So if I just condense this stuff a little bit here, put that there. I still have a couple of plate modified parts in the back there, and there is still a lot of plate modified stuff over here, but overall not much left on the to list pile, so that's very good progress, I'd say. So yeah, then I'll probably just work on this stuff. Probably won't be able to get more than this and maybe the top few containers of this and several containers from here listed. I thought I was going to show something else, so I started walking this way, but I have no idea now. Yeah, I have no idea now, but yeah, I guess I'll get to listing then. Well, I just started the 1x5 thin lift arms, and then I was just looking, and one second, let me just change it so I don't give it away. I was just looking, I typed in 1x5 lift arm thin, and then I realized there's two different types, with axle holes and without, so I just first added a item relation request between those for similar parts with different molds, because I might have seen different types in here, but yeah, there's they're mixed in here. They blend in pretty well, and if you just got one, you're listing it, that can be one that's easily mixed up and stuff like that. But then I was just going about, I listed the dark bluish gray, I grabbed the next container and went to the white ones, saw two of them were just covered in bite marks. Let me see if I can just quickly grab this for you. Here, the white balance is going to make it horrible. See if I can focus a little bit, get the right lighting. You can't see it entirely, but those things are just covered in bite marks. But then I went ahead and just clicked and then scroll down to white, and these ones here go for a lot of money also. So which one are these from? In 2 sets. So the old R2-D2, I know I've gotten this guy before, and I might have gotten this guy before. So, surprised I only have 2 then. Well, actually, no, there's 4, actually, if you count that. But then I know I've gotten this set at least twice, because of the printed part there is exclusive, but I've gotten at least 2 copies of each. So that's interesting on that. But these ones here are in good condition, but these ones are covered in bite marks. So if I just quickly check over here, the cheapest one, 20 cents, but if I ignore that, then I can reasonably still price those ones with bite marks at about $2 or so, and they should still sell. Maybe I'll price it a little bit higher, I don't know. So yeah, I'll still list those ones then. But yeah, that was just white Technic parts are often worth quite a bit of money. I was just about to list the damaged ones with bite marks, but then I was looking over it. It's easier to see on this one. Was it on this side or the other side? You can partially see a little bit there. You see all that like nasty gunk on the inside. There was, let's see, okay, yeah, this one here you can see it a lot better. Yeah, these things are just nasty. So these ones here are just gonna be thrown out, and then I'll exit the listing page for them and then just start on the next container. I finished the 1x5 lift arms with both versions of them, and then I finished the quarter ellipse thin lift arms there, and these are the damaged ones. The red ones were all like really faded and lots of scratches and stuff like that. So now it's on to the next container. I'm, to be honest, I might first just tackle some of the simple containers for this, and then, excuse me, and then leave the main colors for another day. So I'll probably just tackle this, and then I'll just see where I want to go from there. So I just started listing the pins, and then I came across the dark bluish gray ones, and the ones on the left, just, you can even see in the camera, the type of plastic, the type of plastic is just different and off. There might have been mold variation, so the mold difference at the top isn't necessarily concerning per se. But yeah, you can definitely just see at a quick glance, the ones on the left are definitely not Lego. So, yeah, that's a bit interesting there. And also there wasn't any Lego markings, not even the copyright symbol on it. The one on the right, I don't know if it has the Lego logo on it. Oh, 1 second there. Yeah, I don't know if this thing has the copyright symbol on it or anything like that. But that one is Lego, you can just tell by looking at it. And then these ones here are just horrendous in comparison. Yeah, you can just see the shine, the plastic, the texture, everything. So these ones go in the garbage, and then I'll list this one. Let's just see how much it's worth. I just listed one in dark gray, so let's check dark bluish gray. Okay, so that's a decent price. Not necessarily a reason enough for someone to fake it per se or anything like that. It's in 3 sets, and so yeah, it's a bit odd of an item to be faked, but you never know why they fake stuff. And if I'm recalling correctly, you see this medium blue part right here. I think that thing's like 30 or 40 bucks. Let's see real quick. It's part of the minifigure. So go here, and these things are a couple bucks each as well. Right here. Oh, sand blue, not medium blue. Okay, wait, that's way less than I thought. Okay, I was thinking new condition then. But yeah, then overall, so I don't know how I got that backtracked. I know these ones for sure are at least a couple bucks, unless they are finally re-released. Now these things haven't been released in a couple years, but yeah, these things are worth a couple bucks each. So yeah, yeah, I don't know why I thought that thing was 30 or 40 bucks, and yeah, I must have been thinking new condition prices. But yeah, it's I don't know how I got that sidetracked. Well, I decided to ultimately start listing the other pin colors. I listed the other colors for them already, and then I just grabbed the next handful, and one of them looks slightly off. Which one do you think it is that doesn't belong here? Oh, where'd it go? I wasn't looking when it fell. You probably saw it already. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, this one doesn't quite go with the rest of them, but you know, who knows how that got there. I finally finished with the light bluish gray pins. I made sure to keep an eye out. I did not find any light gray ones, but they look to be pretty rare, so that's not too much of a surprise. And so there's quite a few of them that were just damaged, so those ones are there. And so now I have to count these guys, and based off the quantity, although it could in theory fit in a drawer, I'm just going to put it in a bag and then in a box. They are now bagged up, and there was 191 of them, so I'll just put them, actually wait, no, in the bottom box, because I've explained that, I think it was earlier in this vlog. Scanner turned off because it'd been more than half an hour, so scan that, and then I don't know how that started again. And then, oh wait, I never even scanned it. What? Okay, we'll scan that again, and then press enter. And then add to store inventory, and so then that one is now done. And now on to the next one. That was the well, actually looking at it, that might have been, it was in between the red and the black, so then I'll probably just tackle the red, and then I might have time for the black tonight, and then I'll see depending on how long that takes, because it took over half an hour, probably closer to 40 minutes for the light bluish gray ones. I can't remember if I took a small break in there or not. And so then I'll finish the red first. This I should be able to be finished by maybe 10-15 at the latest. I'm thinking probably way less than that, probably overestimating a whole bunch because there's not that many in this container. And I don't think I'm going to take a break tonight. And then after that, I'll work on these ones. And this will probably take 40 minutes or so. It doesn't look like that much, but based off of how many light bluish gray there were, this is probably 300 or 400 pins that I have to individually check one by one by putting under a light and doing a full rotation around it. And I can't do it like that because then I would be covering up part of the pin. So I have to use two hands and basically just rotate each and every pin individually, sometimes twice if I can't remember if I saw damage on it or not, and then put it in the garbage or the good, and then I have to count it all and everything like that. So then I'll work on these two ones here. And then I won't have time for this tonight. I mean, I know that for a fact, but I'll leave this stack of containers here just in case I have a little bit of time after that, if my estimates were off for how long it will take to list, and then see if I can list some of these smaller containers for this. But these are the, let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Come on, focus. Well, it's those things. You can probably make out what they are a little bit and stuff. Why isn't it focusing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, those parts there. So then I might be able to list a couple of the smaller quantities of that one, so I should be able to make a little bit more progress tonight, but overall pretty decent progress today. Well, that one went pretty fast. It's only 10:10 now. So now I'm going to just test fit really quick with a normal drawer. See how full that gets. Okay, so it would take up pretty much an entire drawer, and I explained in a previous vlog that if it fills up pretty much an entire drawer, I'll just put it in a bag because I still have, let's say, a little bit of a backlog of parts, and I know I won't have enough drawers, but I know I have enough boxes, and although the drawers get emptied and stuff over time, it's probably best to just use bags whenever I can, and put them in boxes instead, just to leave as many drawers available as possible. So let's see if I can open this with one hand. Yep. Well, how did I, what? How did I like slid the opening somehow. Okay, that's interesting. There we go. So then I should still have time to do these pins, and then at this rate I might be able to get a couple of these ones listed, so we'll just have to see how much I can get done tonight then. It's now 10:59 p.m. and I just finished checking the black pins for damage, and so now I have to count those and get those listed, and so there was a decent amount of damage, so that's set aside. I don't think I'll have time to start on any of this tonight, so I'll set that aside and I'll just get to work on counting these guys now. So I just finished counting them. There ended up being, oh, it's hidden there, so one second, let me first just scan this in here and press enter. There ended up being 318 of them at 4 cents a piece, and so yeah, that one took about 40 minutes or so, I want to say. And so now I've got all of the damaged parts since the last one, so now those get thrown out, and then put this back in here, and then put that there, and then I'll put that back on the table over there now, and then leave that for tomorrow, and then add this to the inventory. let that load now, and that's finished now. So then I can put this back here and then just line up the two drawers that aren't full yet on the wall thing back there, and then go to inventory and then see missing my remarks. Click on that. And wow, 2 of them are missing remarks. I don't have a quantity of 1,088 of these. So that means it's in drawer 1088. So then change that to a 1. So yeah, there's definitely one of them there. So I can just quickly go to 01088 and that'll fix that. And then this here is the light bluish gray version with these guys here on the end. So then I can quickly just see that there, then go turn this around and scan that drawer in, and then that's done. And so that's why you always check, because otherwise I might have accidentally sold 10,000 of these one day, and that or 1,000 of those one day or something like that, and that might have caused an issue. So good that that's out of the way now. And so now I can put these drawers away and then put these containers away and make a little bit of room here. I own 3 shirts. This is one of them, this is another one, and this is my last one. I think I like the same type of shirt. Well, I mean, I do have a couple of those. I've got this one, which doesn't fit me. I've got this one, which doesn't fit me. It's one of those that's a 3XL from China, so it doesn't actually fit me. And I've got these ones here. Oh, here's another one that doesn't fit. And then I got these 3. 2 of them don't fit. I don't know which one fits. And it's a dress clothing shirt, so I don't usually wear it ever. Well, I'm just getting down for the day now. It's like 1:40 p.m. Just finished breakfast, and so I'm just turning the lights on real quick. And this here is just the progress update. I can't say I remember exactly how much stuff was sorted last time I showed, but a little bit more has been sorted in the meantime. And the container of missorted stuff is starting to grow a little bit, and that's just the garbage parts there and everything like that. So overall, like, I mean, already there's still 2 1/3 or so totes. Is this Lego or is... No, that's Mega Blocks. You see there? Lego doesn't put their logo in the middle of the stud like that, so I'll just put that there. But there's already, look how many 2x4 bricks there are alone. It's crazy. 2x2s there's quite a few of as well and everything like that. Oh, this isn't Lego. I don't know why those things just stand out so much. I literally just look at the container and I can be like, oh, there's something not Lego in there and stuff like that sometimes. But that's done. Is that printed? No, it's not. And so now I'm going to start editing the vlog. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, I'm going to focus on editing the vlog. And what is that? It's not a bug, I don't think, but it's just a weird speck thing. So I'll just use a tissue to clean that up and put that in the garbage. So thank you for watching the vlog. If you got this far, the next vlog should be out on Wednesday. I'll see how long it takes to edit this vlog, but then my goal for today will be to pick up where I left off yesterday with one of these containers, but I got some other things to do today, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get listed, but I should be able to at least get this stack done and hopefully a lot more. So we'll just see how much progress I'm able to make today then. But thank you for watching if you got this far.